Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and welcome. We got a very special edition today. We're going to talk about disclosures, what to do, what not to do, and in keeping with that theme, why not start at the most important one? The TDS, also known as the Transfer Disclosure Statement, arguably one of the most important disclosures in real estate and one of the ones that is most often screwed up and the most common cause of lawsuits. So, to help my fellow agents out there, without any further ado, I'm going to bring on Stephanie, my secretary, who's going to help you guys better understand the transfer disclosure statement in terms of how to fill it out, what to do, and more importantly, what not to do. Here's Stephanie.
Hello everyone. So today I'm going to talk about the TDS and how to fill it out. So the first page has a list of maybe about 25 things that most properties have. For example, does it have a range? Does it have a microwave? Is it on septic? Is it on sewer? You want to make sure that your sellers are filling this out to the best of their knowledge because this disclosure gets delivered to the buyer and it gives them more of an idea of what the property has. So you want to make sure that they're filling it out to the best of their knowledge. On the second page, it has a list of about 16 things that is very important for the buyer to understand. It's things like, does it have any substances that could potentially be hazardous to the buyer? Does it have any room additions? One question that most people overlook is number 2. It says, features of the property shared in common with adjoining landowners such as walls, fences, and driveways. So most people share a fence with another property, right, or a wall. So most sellers always choose no because they don't think that they share anything with their neighbors. So you always want to make sure that you're looking out for that number and it's checked yes. And you always want to make sure that the sellers are filling this out to the best of their knowledge and most honestly because, like I said, it gets delivered to the buyer and you want to make sure that you're disclosing everything that the seller knows. Lastly, the signature page. What I've noticed throughout the years that I've been doing transaction coordinating is most agents actually forget to sign on Section 4. They see their signature on Section 4, but not on Section 5. So just make sure that you're always making sure that everybody is signing. And yeah, so that's my little tutorial on transfer disclosure statements. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.
That was fantastic, and Stephanie did a great job. And you know what? In keeping with that theme, I just wanted to point out something which I know for those of you agents out there that have done this, that have done many transactions, and know this disclosure, it amazes me how few of you actually read it. Something I wanted to point out here in big bold letters on the bottom of the third page, which I think is of particular note, so much so that I'm going to read it to everyone now. Section 1102.3 of the Civil Code provides a buyer with the right to rescind a purchase contract for at least 3 days after the delivery of this disclosure occurs with signing of an offer. If you wish to rescind the contract, you must act within the prescribed period. What does that mean? It means once you deliver it, the buyer has 3 days to back out. So if the contract says the buyer can back out within 7 days, but the selling side doesn't actually deliver this disclosure until 17 days, guess what? They got 20 days now to back out. So the onus now becomes on the listing side to deliver a timely TDS. All right? Thanks everybody for tuning in. See you next week.